Hey, interested in learning how to code but afraid to get started because it looks too hard? This tutorial is going to blow your mind. This tutorial is going to quickly take you from knowing nothing to knowing everything you need to know to read and write code. At the time I'm recording this, it's the end of 2022. We have some trying times coming up in 2023 with the impending economic doom that everyone's talking about. And that triggered me to start thinking about what types of skills and careers would do the best in a economic recession. Of course, my own career came into mind, which is coding. The fact of the matter is that coding is a part of everything because software is a part of everything. There's not a career or product or service that doesn't have some type of software involved. What does that mean? It means during these economic trying times where folks might be getting laid off and businesses might be making dramatic moves to try to make sure they survive, the skill of coding or the profession of programming is going to survive. It's going to actually thrive because it's needed. It's in everything. Not to mention that the Bureau of Labor and Statistics have already given us the statistics that programming, software development, and software development-like skills are highly in demand. We have a shortage, and that shortage is going to continue to grow into the next decade. What that logically means is that when things go down, this type of skill set will save your butt. My name is Paris, and I have been a successful engineer and coder for almost a decade.
I believe I'm saying a decade.
And I created this channel for a couple of reasons. One, I'm literally insane because I'm just trying to come up with an excuse to code 24/7. Two, everyone should know how to code. It's such a versatile skill, but it's just too darn intimidating. But I started this channel and this tutorial to change all that. In this tutorial, I'm dubbing Learn to Code Quickly, the Programmer's Nuts and Bolts.
The Programmer's Guide to the Galaxy.
Can I say that? Like legally. My goal is to teach you, as a beginner, everything that you need to know to confidently say that you know how to program. I'll be cutting away the fat of everything using the 80-20 principle to teach you the 20% of concepts that will help you understand 80% of programming. Everything else outside of that, in my opinion, will be things that are specific to the paradigm of programming. For example, there's a different type of programming for robotics versus a different type of programming for web development, for cars, etc., etc. This will be a series of videos teaching what I'm going to call evergreen concepts. Evergreen concepts are just concepts or things that will not change no matter the paradigm of programming or the programming language that you're using. The first thing is going to be setting up your first coding environment. This is going to be just a tutorial of me telling you how to pull in things like your IDE and your code dependencies. Next, we'll start diving in and talking about the components that make up pretty much every single program. Following that, we'll learn some common operations or things that folks commonly do with these foundational components. Again, things that you'll probably find in every single program that exists out there. Once you got those operations down, then we'll start talking about some tools and principles that will help kickstart your programming career, whether you're doing a coding project for yourself or for someone else. Then we'll dabble in some advanced concepts. These are things that will supercharge your coding ability. But again, there are things that will kickstart you if you can get them down. And then finally, we'll wrap things up with some philosophy, some resources and tools and things that I use almost on a daily basis, and some ideas of where you can go next. When we're done here, you'll be able to read and understand nearly any piece of code that you come across. You can start to dive deep on the coding paradigms and coding projects that you want, and ultimately you can start writing your own code. But I guarantee you, when you finish this, you'll know it's worth it. Listen, it's going to take me a long time and a lot of effort to put some of this stuff together. So if you like what you hear, I would appreciate it if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and share this channel or video with someone who also might be interested in learning how to code. All right, you ready to dive into this coding thing? All right, let's go.